Hi everyone, I am Meenakshi Taneja and welcome to my channel, and thanks for clicking on this video. This video is a part of the series of videos that I am posting. The subject verb agreement, its first part I had posted. If you haven't gone through this part, you may see the link in the description box. Alright, so in that part we had discussed about the rules, the basic rules and some important points also. In this video we will discuss about some more points and rules, and you must go through it and clear all your doubts. Alright, don't be confused. I will clear all, and let's move ahead. I'll see you in a bit. In part 1, we discussed that subject and verb must agree with one another in number and person. And keeping those points in our mind, let's know about more rules of subject verb agreement. Which point should we keep in our mind? The next rule is a lot of, a plenty of. Whenever we use these words for quantity of something, if we are using these words for quantity of something, we always use a singular verb. And if we use these words for number, we take plural verb, right? Uncountable and countable. That we can't count, that are uncountables. And that we can count, that are countable nouns. Here are the example. A lot of milk has turned sour. Milk is uncountable. Plenty of water. Water is uncountable. So here we would use singular verb. Right? And those subjects to whom we can count in number. Here in example, a lot of children are attending the function. These are countable, so we would use plural verb. Alright? Let's do this MCQ. A lot of boys blank cheering their school team. A lot of boys is countable. They can be counted in numbers. That's why we would use plural verb. Are, yes, it's a plural verb. Is, no, it's not a plural. Was is not plural. Can maybe, but we need be with it to make it a proper sentence. Here is no be, so it's also wrong. So the correct one is are. A lot of boys are cheering their school team. The next rule is much and a little. Much and little, a little, take a singular verb. Alright? Much has already been given. Has, singular verb is used with it. Remember that much and a little take a singular verb. Let's do this MCQ. Just a little patience. A means one. A little patience. Blank needed. So we would use singular verb. Let's look at the singular verb. No, were is a plural one. Are is also a plural one. Yes, is a singular verb. Has is singular verb also, but it needs been also. Has plus been, as it's a passive voice. So there is no been, so it's also grammatically wrong. So is the correct answer. Just a little patience is needed. The next rule is sentence begins with there. We need to check the real subject. If the sentence is beginning with there, the real subject will follow the verb. The verb will follow the real subject. Here there is written in the beginning, but the real subject is a butterfly. That means it's a singular subject, and we would use singular verb is. Alright? Singular verb. There is a butterfly. If there was butterflies, then we may use plural verb. Right? There are butterflies near the window, but it's a singular, so we are using singular verb. Right? Let's do this MCQ. There blank pine trees in the forest. There, forget about there and look at the real subject. This is the real subject, it's the plural subject, so we need to apply plural verb. Let's look at the options. Is, no, it is the singular. Was is singular. Has is singular. Are is the plural verb, so correct one is are. There are pine trees in the forest. Alright. The next rule is plural subjects with singular meaning. Yes, there are some subjects that are plural but their meaning is singular. Alright, some words are singular but treated as plurals, like scissors and trousers. They take a plural verb. For example, the binoculars are in the drawer. Here I would give you a tip that those objects that have two parts in it, like in specs, there are two parts. In binoculars, there are two parts. In trouser, there are two parts. So that would be treated as plurals. Alright, whether they are singular but there are two parts, so they are treated as plurals. So the binoculars is having the plural verb are. Right, but whenever we refer to a pair of, if this phrase is added with that particular subject, a pair of, then we use a singular verb. A means one. A pair of. A pair of socks is washed, is kept for you. A pair of trousers. Alright? That means one. That's why singular verb is used. Alright? To make it more clear, now look at this MCQ, the scissors on the table. The scissors, this word, this object contains two parts in it. One blade, another blade. Right? Two parts of this object. That's why it's treated as plural subject. Right? And we would use plural verb. Two blades are here. So look at the plural verb in the options. Is, no, it's a singular verb. Was is a singular verb. Has is a singular verb. The correct one is are. The scissors are on the table. Alright. The next rule is, here are some words that we use to join two nouns or two pronouns. But confusion is there that which verb would go with the first subject or with the second subject. The words are as well as, with, in addition to, accompanied by, together with, and no less than. These words, if these words are used to join two nouns and two pronouns, or two pronouns, like this, in this example, the leader with all the guards, with is used to join these two subjects, then which verb would go with it, singular or plural? Let's look at the rule. When the subject consists of two pronouns or nouns and is joined with these words, the verb must agree with the first of them. This is the first and this is the second subject. So the verb would agree with the first subject, right? And the first subject is singular subject, right? And the second subject is plural subject. The verb would not go with the second subject, it would go with the first subject. And it's a singular, so we are using singular verb here. Alright? Let's do this MCQ. The students as well as the teacher blank going there. Let's look at the subjects. The students is the first subject, the teacher is the second subject, and the verb would agree with the first subject, and the first subject is plural one, plural subject, and plural verb would go with it, not the second subject. Right? Let's look at the options. Are is the plural one, was is singular, is singular, can may be there but we need be for it. Grammatically we can't use can, so it's also wrong. So are is the correct answer. The students as well as the teacher are going there. Alright. The next rule is if two or more subjects refer to as one. If two or more subjects are referred to as one, then the verb will be singular. Let's look at this example. A leader and orator has died. This sentence is talking about a single person, the person who is a leader and orator as well. That is a single person who has died. That's why singular verb is used. Singular verb is used here because subject is singular. A single person has died. But if an article that are a, an or they is used after and, then the verb will be plural. A leader, for example, a leader and an orator. Look carefully that here is an article after and. That makes it a different person. This sentence is not talking about a single person, a particular one person. The sentence is talking about two different persons. One person is leader and another person is an orator. Alright? So that makes it plural, and that's why the plural verb is used. Have is used here. Right? So remember, if there is an article after and, the subject would become plural and the verb will also be applied as plural. Right? Let's do these MCQs. First one is butter and bread and butter blank my favorite. Bread and butter. It's talking about one object. It's talking about one object because there is no article after and so we would use singular verb. It makes it singular subject and singular verb would be used. Are is a plural. Were is also plural. Has is singular but it needs verb's third form behind it. That's not here, so grammatically it's also wrong. Is the correct answer as it's a only singular verb here. Alright, bread and butter is my favorite. The next MCQ is the bread and the butter. Here you can see the after and article. That makes them different two objects. The bread is a different object, the butter is a different object. So we need plural verb. Let's look at it. Are, yes, are is a plural. Were, yes, were is plural. Has, no, it's a singular. Is also singular. So these two can be correct. The bread and the butter are finished, or the bread and the butter were finished. Right? The next rule says that if there is a proper noun, then just check the proper noun whether it is singular or plural. Don't go with that thing. Like when a proper noun like the name of a country, a book or a film is donated in plural noun. If it is donated in plural noun, still it takes singular verb because it's the name of one thing, one country, one city, one book or one movie, whether it's written in plural form. For example, the United States of America. You may look at the S that it's plural one, but it's a proper noun. It's a name of a country. That's why it's counted as singular and we would apply singular verb. Has is applied here. Alright. Same with this sentence. The Beatles is a famous band. The Beatles. It looks like it's a plural one, but it's a proper noun and it's the name of one band. Right? So singular verb is used. Right? Let's do this MCQ. Lord of the Rings blank written by J.R. Tolkien. Here Lord of the Rings is the name of one book. Right? It makes it a singular subject. That's why we would use singular verb. Let's look at it. Lord of the Rings. Were, no, it's the plural one. Was, yes, it's the singular. Are, no, it's the plural one. Has, yes, it is singular, but it needs been behind it, right? So there is no been, so it's grammatically wrong, and was is the correct answer. Lord of the Rings was written by J.R. Tolkien. Alright. The next rule is collective nouns. If there is collective noun that are considered as singular and take singular verbs. Collective nouns are the nouns that are collectively the name of any family, group, committee or class. For example, a flock of sheep. A group of sheep is called a flock of sheep and it's considered as singular subject and singular verb is used with it. Alright, a flock of sheep is in the meadow. But there are some names that are always in the plural and take a plural verb, like people, police and cattle. They take plural verb. This is the thing to remember. People, police and cattle always take plural verb. Here are the example. The police are controlling the crowd, cattle are grazing. Alright. Let's do these MCQs. A team of basketball players blank ready to enter the court. A team, that's a collective noun and we would use singular verb. Are, no, it's a plural one. Were is a plural one. Can, we need be with it. That's not here. Is, yes, is the correct answer. A team of basketball players is ready to enter the court. The other MCQ is people blank cheering the players. People, I earlier told you that people is considered as plural subject and we need to apply plural verb. Is the singular one, are is the plural, was is singular, has is singular. So correct one is are. People are cheering the players. Alright. The next rule says that whenever there is plural indefinite pronoun, words such as few, some, most, several, they take plural verb or singular verb depending on the countable and uncountable subject. If that the subject is countable, then we would use plural verb. Here in this example, most of the pies is a countable noun. So it's considered as plural subject. So plural verb is applied. And if there is uncountable subject like water, milk, sand, air, etc., then we would use singular verb. Alright? Let's do this MCQ. Sum of the cake blank left. Cake is uncountable. The quantity is measured, not the number. Right? So quantity, if it is due to the quantity, we would apply singular verb. Right? Sum of the cake, singular verb. Let's look at the singular verb. Were is plural, are is plural, am is always used with I. That's why it's also wrong. The correct one is C option, was. Some of the cake was left. Alright. The next rule is if there is distance, weight and amount of money. If the subject is talking about distance, weight and amount of money and it's considered as single figure, single unit or quantity of something, then it would be considered as singular subject and it would take singular verb. Alright. For example, 5,000 rupees is donated by his grandfather to the flood victim. Here 5,000 rupees is considered as single unit. Alright, so it's a singular subject and singular verb would be applied with it. Here it is. Alright, 5,000 rupees is donated by his grandfather to the flood victims. Let's do this MCQ. 100 kilograms blank heavy weight to carry. Here 100 kilograms is considered as a single unit and we will call it a singular subject, and we need to apply singular verb also. So let's look at the singular verb in the options. Are is the plural one, so it's wrong. Is, was is the singular. Is also singular. Were is also plural. So most appropriate looks that is would be applied, but was is also not wrong. You can apply was also. 100 kilograms was a heavy weight to carry, or 100 kilograms is a heavy weight to carry. Alright. So this was all about the subject and verb agreement. I'm sure that this video would be helpful for you, and if yes, don't forget to thumbs up. Alright, and subscribe my channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon. Alright, I will see you in future. Till then, take care. Bye bye.